Hi everyone, it's Connor here from Durham Hearing Specialists. I hope you're doing well and welcome to a very nice case today. You can see the ear canal that we have here is filled with this debris, matted with hair, and the difference in this particular case is that this debris is hard as nails. It is rock solid, and just as I was creeping in there with the suction probe, which is obviously pointless, the feeling that I was getting in my wrist was that of a pen onto a brick. So tapping a brick with a pen. That's the feedback that I was getting in my hand. So immediately I'm switching here to a Cawthorn hook, this little metal hook here. It's a Cawthorn number 6, and the removal will be done using this particular tool exclusively. And just watch here as I'm pulling, and see that right there? That's actually pretty dangerous. So what I need to do is back off here and just reassess and be more gentle. So as I'm digging the hook in, I'm pulling at it with such force that it obviously ripped through, and that is particularly dangerous because then I can just kind of, as I rip it through, it might knock against the ear canal wall and lacerate the skin. So I'm now just going, you'll see me doing a kind of back and forth movement with the hook and just easing out this plug. But the reason I thought this case would be very nice to share is it's quite rare actually that you get a plug this tight. So, you know, plugs of earwax, yeah, you know, we see them all the time, we drag it out and it's very satisfying. This particular plug was difficult to extract in the sense that the force required to pull it out was quite extensive. Now, normally when I'm teaching students, generally the rule of thumb is if you feel resistance, you should stop, because it'll probably hurt the patient or rip some skin off or do something, you know, unpleasant. However, I was communicating constantly with the patient, and I'm saying, you know, does this hurt? Does this hurt? And they were perfectly comfortable, which is surprising given the look of this thing, but they were very comfortable. And to describe the feeling that I'm getting in my hand here, the force that's required to pull it out with this hook, if you imagine like a FedEx package or an Amazon package, which has the strip on it that you pull to rip open the package easily. Imagine you're pulling on that, but with your index finger and thumb, and you're trying to very gently pull that strip to open the package. That's kind of the force that I'm feeling. Now, that may not seem like a lot, but remember, this is a person's ear we're talking about. So normally that kind of force wouldn't really be used that much, or if it is, it should be used with caution. So you can see here now we have the plug emerging, and it's very, very dense, very compact. It's a bit like a stone. And then all this kind of these sheets here, that's dead skin. I'm just pulling the remaining dead skin out, and you can see it kind of looks like crepe paper. It's all kind of wrinkled. So pulling out the dead skin, and we should be left with a nice clear ear canal. I have to say, remarkably, the patient was in no discomfort whatsoever during the removal. Obviously they had a hearing loss prior to the appointment, and the hearing loss was now totally resolved, so they were feeling much, much better, and they felt like their ear was alleviated of an unpleasant fullness. That's about it. Lovely looking eardrum there, nice shiny pale grey, and that little spot that you see at the top of the eardrum, that's totally normal. That's the handle of the malleus, which is the first bone of the middle ear. Just getting rid of this last little annoying piece of dead skin. Final look at the eardrum, totally normal, actually textbook. And here's a look at the plug, and it looks kind of more elongated than it really was because I've kind of pulled it and stretched out. The dead skin is stretched out obviously, but still a rather dense, big chunk there. So that was rather satisfying to remove. And I thought that was interesting because it's when we remove earwax, obviously, you know, you can get, in terms of quantity, it's very common to see a lot of wax coming out of an ear. It's less common to see something as tightly packed as that. So there we go. I thought that was very interesting. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section below. And of course, I will try my very best to get back to you. Thank you very much for watching, liking and subscribing, and I will see you on the next video.